Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Beastly Eel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the season finale of Kite-Man Hell Yeah. So if you had not seen this episode, there are going to be spoilers ahead. However, I will say this, this was not the episode I was expecting. First off, I'll at least give my opinion right away. This was the perfect Kite-Man ending for sure. Um, and it was definitely interesting, I'll say that. It was like the perfect way to kind of have these characters interact with each other in a very Kite Man-esque way. Basically like joking in a way, but like also serious at the same time. Because we had some heavy hitters in this. We have Lex Luthor, we have the CEO of Villigans, and we have Darkseid himself. And all these guys combined together are a threat in and of itself. You put them all three together, and you have somebody like Kite Man. How is he going to be successful? Well, let's get right into it. So obviously, Kite Man and Golden Glider are still on the run. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do. It kind of starts off a little weird because um, Golden Glider is kind of holding a grudge a little bit that Kite Man is keeping the briefcase and she's not allowed to use it. She's kind of lowering them down super low. I The idea is to keep her away from it so she's not affected by it. But Kite Man keeps getting hit by trees and everything else. And that's when the CEO of Vought, I'm not Vought, I keep doing that. Wrong universe. The CEO of Villigans comes in with her robots and explains that they need to speak with him immediately and that they're going to have to figure this out. So they reluctantly go with her, and they go through this whole process of explaining kind of. So the idea is it was thought of to be um, the CEO of Illigan's wanted the briefcase to basically enslave everyone to do what she wants. She then explains that the reason why she wanted Kite Man there was because she realizes that if the anti-life equation is used, majority of the time the entire universe is destroyed, which will eat her profits completely. Going from what's it called, like billions and billions to zero is a significant change that she does not want to deal with. So we have all that going on, right? And she explains that the only scenario and simulation that worked was with Kite Man being in charge of it. So Kite Man's like, all right, so she allows him to have it and explains that he's going to have to figure out how he's going to do it. So he goes back to Noonan's to try to explain what's going on, and they then talk about the Exorcist, which happens to lead to their big old plan, which is Kite Man absorbing the energy of the anti-life equation and then having somebody kill him. And what's hilarious here is a lot of his friends really, really want to be the ones to kill him. And I find that to be funny, mostly due to the fact that they're basically fighting over who is the one that gets to kill him first, right? And they're all pretty much dying to go after it. Golden Glider is like, nobody's going to be killing Chuck, aka Kite Man, at all. And he basically explains to Golden Glider, like, this is the only way to do it. We're going to do it. And I'll take that sacrifice. And she's not too thrilled with it for obvious reasons. But what he does ask is he looks her dead in the face and asks, can you be the one to kill me? Excuse me. Because you're the only one I trust to do it. So she obviously says no to begin with. She's reluctant, blah, blah, blah. But in the end, she agrees to do so. So their big plan is to go on the top of the building and basically do what they needed to do in the sense of him reading the equation and then Golden Glider killing him. That's when the story deviates and then comes back together. So we have those two going to the building to do what they need to do, along with the rest of the group to kind of help out as backup just in case. Mostly because they don't believe that they're going to do it properly, which, to be fair, I can't blame them. Because let's be honest, do we really think that they would do a perfect job? It is Kite Man. So anyway, we have surprisingly um, Goldilocks, who explains to Golden Glider's mother in the past of everything that was going on, including talking about the anti-life equation and Golden Glider having it. So she then decides to see if she could join the Dark Side Choir. We then have, and that ends that, and Goldilocks goes back to the present. We then have, oh my gosh, we have Malice go talk to Darkseid, who basically explains that she did lie, but she doesn't want her friends to die, so she wants him to take the anti-life equation. So she explains to him where her friends are, um, and that's when Lex Luthor, the Legion of Doom, Lex Goons, and Darkseid all come in to try to um, basically take the anti-life equation. The CEO of Villigans, almost said it again, comes in with a robot squad to help slow down Darkseid. And that's when things get a little wonky, because then what happens is um, Golden Glider's mom comes out of her disguise, grabs the anti-life equation, jumps into the storybook, well, the fairy tale book. Then the kindergarten teacher, who has been around for a while, transforms into Martian Manhunter, who then takes off with the anti-life equation. And so it looks like the team has won, which in a way they kind of did. So Kite Man and Golden Glider convince Darkseid to drink at their bar, which then convinces him to realize that he's not going to kill anybody because it gives him basically more time to try to hunt down Martian Manhunter and get the anti-life equation. And then we have brain two end of the season like kind of cameos. We have not Darkseid. We have Brainiac ship come in, and we also have Golden Glider's mother use the anti-life equation and caused massive destruction into the world of fairy tales. She's looking to break out and take over the rest of the world. So my assumption is, if there's a season two, which I'm hoping there is, we're going to have Golden Glider's mother and Brainiac be the two villains to kind of stop everything from, basically to cause destruction for Kite Man, who has to help out. Overall, I thought this season and series overall was awesome. There was only one episode that I don't think I was a huge fan of, but all of the others were perfect comedy and pushing the plot along, but also making it hilarious at the same time and making us guessing what was going to happen next. Like I said, overall, things were not what I was expecting. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention was that the kindergarten teacher was only replaced for like several hours, maybe a day or two, not for the entire series. Apparently, the CEO of Villigans thought it was a good idea to have a contingency plan just in case Kite Man screws up, which everyone didn't disagree with. So we now, like I said, I'm very interested to see where season two is going to go, especially with Brainiac and Golden Glider's mother being in the forefront of everything, potentially. But overall, looking forward to it nonetheless. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode and series, or season, depending on how you want to phrase this, in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you not? And why? And as always, if you like the content you see, please make sure to like and subscribe down below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a great night. Bye bye.